guys, it's Hawk Shadow talking. I'm going to show you how to make a Hobo stove. They're incredible. They're amazing they cost nothing. They only take a few minutes to really make. You're basically only cutting one hole. You take the lid off, obviously, and you cut a hole at the base here so you can put your fuel. And if you wish, you can poke a couple holes at the top to put some coat hanger through so you can place your cup on it. And I'll show you that in a little bit. So the way to do to start, you can use your knife. Remember, you're going to have to sharpen your knife after. Just tilt the unit on its side. Pretty simple stuff, right? And then just preferably pointing the blade away from you. Just slice a hole like that, okay? Pretty easy stuff, right? Slice another hole with the blade pointing towards the base. Same deal. Do the same thing roughly 6 inches away, okay? So, poke a hole towards the base. Alright. Good. Now, simply take it. Alright. Just slice through the can like that. Alright. I cut the hole without the video running, but remember, when you cut this hole, these edges are going to be incredibly sharp. You can curl them in. I never bother, but it's up to you guys, whatever. Just remember, these edges are sharp. This is where your fuel is going to go, is in here. Alright. Next step in doing this is just putting simply 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, and 4 at the top. Now, to facilitate that, you're gonna have to put something such as this log. I've already dry fitted it. It just supports it while I simply punch the hole. Okay? 1. Just roll the can around, remembering that the edges are sharp, okay? We'll go 180 to that one. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys, because they're basically recyclable stoves, okay? So you're just going to toss it out anyway. Alright, here we go. 2. I'll sit up here. 2. Let's see where we're at here. I don't know, I'm kind of a stickler for congruity, I guess. Alright, here we go. 3. Last hole coming up. And 4. Okay. Oops, sorry. We're done. Get rid of this big... That's a piece of spruce, by the way. Okay. Okay, I've cut the holes. Just sort of open them up with your knife. After this job, remember to sharpen your knife up, okay? Doesn't have to be pretty. Doesn't matter. Alrighty, there we go. Done. Next step is to just take a standard coat hanger, okay? You just break it with your hands, just twist back and forth, and they'll break. Nothing in. There we go. One's done. Make 2 pieces. Alright, just a moment. I'll show you them once I'm done breaking them. And you can see what I'm doing here. And we just break it. Everything can be done, field done. Alright? You don't need any special tools for this. So if you're in the field and you happen to come across a tin can, trust me, pick it up and use it. You can serve fuel like crazy, all right? Just put it through the hole like this, bend down, done, okay? Same thing on this side, all right, done. Now, this one here, I still have the hook on it, so I need to break that off. I don't like it. It's gonna be in my way. So we'll just break it, and we're good. Slide her through. Remember, neatness doesn't really truly count. This hole was a little bit too small, guys, so just open her up a bit. There we go. We're good. Now we can do it. Remember, these are sharp points, okay? Always remember, tin cans, they'll cut you open. That's the drawback of this kind of stove. But however, as I said, if the weather's inclement or horrible out in any way, shape, or form, you can certainly light this up. Doesn't look like much, but that'll hold your cup. Alright, I'll show you. Let's grab my cup out of here and show you how it works. There we go. Alright, so the cup just sits up top. It gives it enough air. The flames will lick up here. Here's a little trick. It's well known, but I'll say it here for what it's worth. When you're using any utensil, be it, you know, especially a cup or a pot, soap, just regular dish soap, soap the outside of the pot or the cup, okay? Just soap it. The reason being is you'll never get the charring off if you don't. It just, see, this one's charred up. So put soap on the outside. Honestly, it'll just make your cleaning so much easier. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll light her up. Okay, I moved the can to my fire pit. Just the bottom of these cans get unbelievably hot when they're fired up. So make sure when you do light this in the bush, it's on rock. All right, for sure. The cool thing about these cans is it's a controlled fire. I mean, there's still sparks, but your flame is basically concentrated right here. It's not blowing all over the place, all right? In order to split some fine wood for this, it's pretty simple. Just take your knife and just simply knock it down like this. Now, I'm not on the best of surfaces to do this, but I'll just show you, okay? Just knock it down like that, and you can make up some really fine stuff. The other thing you want to use is some leaves, okay? Birch bark, things like that, right? So we'll just put this inside the stove right here. This, you see, I even have some twine there. Alright, just put that inside the stove. And you can go ahead and put some sticks in. Because once this catches, it really, really catches fast. We'll just put some of this stuff in. These are just little bits, okay? And it gets only as hot as you want it to get. So in other words, I should buff this string up. In other words, you can put as much fuel or little fuel as you want. I found that by even using pine cones, I can boil water in like 3 minutes. Not even 3. A lot less than 3. Alrighty, here we go. You know, even if you're near a campfire, you know, you can use charcoal. Why not? Old bits of charcoal. Anything. Pine cones are great though, because they have the sap in them. Alright, here we go. We'll use that to light it with, because I'm going to use a flint and steel on this one. We'll see how she goes. Alright. I'll just put this here. I'll go ahead and strike it. There we go. So she's lit. Alright, now it'll take a few minutes to catch. I've put birch bark in there, so hopefully the birch bark catches. And you can add leaves. That's the beauty about this little door here. Just add fuel as you need it. And the way it goes, you can hear it. Now, the principle behind this stove, they call them hobo stoves because honestly they've been used forever. They've been used in wars, they've been used honestly everywhere. I mean, guys back in the 30s used them to cook on when they were roaming around the country looking for work and whatever. Alright, so there we got the heat going. You can hear the can. Now, that's your fire. Believe it or not, you can put your cup on there right now, and in about 3 minutes time you will have boiling water. Less than 3, because this is going to be a hot fire. And you can keep adding whatever material you want. There, once you hear that crackling, you know you're done. Alright, your fire's good to go. There you go. You notice the wind blowing in there? It gets sucked into the can just through a Venturi effect. So the hot air rising sucks in cold air through here, which super ignites that fuel. And you notice how controlled this flame is up here, okay? It's very, very controlled. So it's a very, very safe unit to use. Again, very simple to make. And yep, you can make it out of any size can you want. I like the 10-ounce cans just because they're easier to use. You can get a lot of fuel in them. You can cook a whole meal on this, and you can carry it canoeing. You can carry it wherever you want. You don't need a fancy stove. You don't need anything. This will light, rain or shine. You're good to go. Alrighty, have fun making it. Okay, this is the final bit with the can. I'm just showing you the how the outside is becoming all blackened. That's because of the finish they put on the can. That's totally normal. Remember something though, these cans, they're controlled, they're safe, but don't touch the can after the fire goes out. They're going to be hot. They cool down quick, but just be careful, alright? And you can keep this can going. What's beautiful about these cans is they're also a really good heat source. You do not waste fuel. You just don't. You can have a huge fire, and this can will probably keep you warmer than a fire will, because you can put the can anywhere you want. Alright, so as you can see, I'm just putting in old burnt wood just out of my old fire pit. Sorry about the moving the camera on you there. There you go.